Hey people, Infantry 53, Estia Province, Blue Team. Filianore is a Chaos Lord. Durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption. Looks like the Thousand Suns elite scheme recolored a bit. You can see the hoods and stuff over here. Alongside Kapral is a Lord Commissar, strong offense, fights in melee combat, good disruption and support, begins with a refractor shield. Rounding off this team here, Cry this crisis with a Ravener Alpha. A tunneling hero with great mobility, powerful offense and a bit of support, begins with a ranged weapon. Red team, Lukey Boy is a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support the structures and repair, even get into some melee. Got a Space Wolf Techmarine with the elite scheme. Alongside Lindonin as a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat. There he goes, with powerful disruption and support. Very long time player Lindonin, probably since like 10 years ago, Dawn of War 2 vanilla days. And over on the east side, rounding off the red team, Lokyo with a Warboss, a melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Looks like they are pushing through onto the Tyranids. Meanwhile, west side, Filianore gets a second CSM up. But what do you do here, do you think? Chaos Lord goes after the Tactical Marines for sure, but do you then shoot the scouts? Or do you tie up the Techmarine in melee? Looks like it's going into melee with the Techmarine, you know. I'd probably shoot the scouts with the CSM and then send everything else after the Tactical Marines. In this situation there, look, you're opening up the scouts being free to use shotguns here. Shotgun blast on the Heretics, they're being shredded as well. Doesn't take that much shooting to mess up the scouts. As you saw there, that was like a second and a half of shooting. They lost a third of the hit points. Now they're being chased off in melee. Gonna need to retreat. Chaos Lord's doing okay. He's already used his Kill the Weak. Here's the second CSM squad, which means Filianore should be able to clean up here. And they need to run away, these Tactical Marines. They're going to drop a model so fast. Still haven't. Oh, there we go. One drops. So lost 2 scouts, 1 Marine. Not the best start for Lukey Boy. Needed to be really cautious in that opening against Chaos there, especially when they saw that second CSM squad. So we have Dire Avengers fleeing. Some double shooter, Daka, and a Pain Boy on the field. Rangers up here for Lindonin. Did they not get a third unit initially? I guess not. Banshees got away with only 1 model loss. Warlock actually got a bunch of XP there in that first engagement. Lord Commissar needs to flee, run into a Pain Boy, does have that damage over time melee and some good support abilities, can heal over time to fellow Orks. Like Sluggers, for example. Too late for those guys though, they're off. Spawn mines up for Cry this crisis. Can be a pain in the ass to deal with. Quite hard to hit with ranged weapons. And of course dangerous to a melee squad. One way you can deal with them is send your hero into melee, because they won't do a lot of damage to a single entity. The fact that it's spread across multiple models is the dangerous thing. But not too bad there, as you saw. 497 to 480. East side is going to get the power bash. There we go. Just a contested node though. Turret going up very early by Lukey Boy. This is not a good play. It's easily flanked, as you can see here. Down it goes. I'm not sure if he got a refund on those resources. Looks like they did. Yeah, it's not a good play. It's not really conducive to turrets in the early game, the west side of Estia. You can try to put one and like butt it up against the bunker here so they can't get behind it as easily. But still, you can still get around it. You need like multiple setup teams in play and stuff to help control. It's a bit better late game when your allies more likely to be over there to help you. Lukey Boy with Assault Squad on the way. Might see the Rangers set up something here for the Banshees. They have hollow fielded. Nope. 2v1. Could not do much. Meanwhile, east side Orks pushing through. We see some tunnels though on the eastern flank. There's that crippling poison, annoying the Warboss, making him even angrier than usual. Here comes Sluggers with burners and a Pain Boy onto the Warrior Brood. This is going to be nasty for the Warrior Brood. He saw the heal over time go in on the Sluggers before they needed it, I think. That's a bit of an early heal. Warrior Brood dropped 2 models there, stayed in way too long. When those Sluggers and the Pain Boy came in, they should have been out of there, I think. Ravener Alpha going for the crippling Talon. Seen this a lot. Allows him to go toe-to-toe with melee squads and stop them chasing his stuff. Gets a special attack, needs to help, needs to use it to escape. There we go. Cormagant Brood coming in. No adrenal glands. We do have double toxin sacks. Pain Boy in amongst them though. messing them up. Meanwhile, towards the west side, it's a 2v1 against Lukey Boy, but here comes Lindonin. Banshees sprinting in there. They do have the aspect of fleetness, so the Destructor too. Banshees now run away. Needs to set that up more with the kinetic pulse, I think. Chaos Lord's level 2, done some good work. Yeah, it's a lot of damage for the Warlock to deal with. A lot of damage. Is that double Banshees? It is. Wow. Double Banshees with the Warlock. Maybe we'll see channeling runes. No sign of it yet. Onto the power then, the blue team. Attrition Devils up for Kapral. Banshees persuaded to leave. Rangers trying to keep some kind of presence. Oh, they took out a CSM model there. That was pretty good. And it's well played by Lokyo to recognize the threat on the natural VP. Come over and scare off the Chaos stuff. There's some Corn Worship. But they might have come over here for the Power Bash anyway. The Assault Squad then. These guys have 400 hit points of heavy armor each. And disrupt when they land on you. As you'd expect, they're big fellas. The Warlock Webway for some extra heals there. And we may see one put out on the west side too. It's a solid tier 1 though for the blue team as the players start to think about their tier 2s. In fact, Lindonin's already there. How did they get that so fast? They got Rangers, aspects of both of the Banshees. I guess it wasn't too much. Witchblade of Kernus is up on the way. Power melee weapon that has a very strong anti-melee ability. Banshee's getting her X-Arc there. Just kind of leaping over / through this wall thing. Because of aspect of fleetness, it just goes over objects. Doesn't really care what kind of object it is. Oh. Ravana Alpha got his Tyranids onto the power on the east side. Lukey Boy slow to react this way. After I praised him for reacting to the mid. Might get a full bash there. Here come the Spore Mines, kind of shrugging it off. Yep, shrugging it off. Wants to save the heal for the Sluggers. And that is an engagement changer. The fact that you can throw your Sluggers in. And they can kind of heal through the pain as it is. West side is blue. I hear Banshees yelling in the mid. And again, chained them together to get the most suppression they could. But they must have got stomped or something. Still some of them in play. Warlock is chasing off those guys. Need to turn around. We also have the Cloak of Shadows, which is helping the Banshees approach. Not only does it infiltrate you, but it does give you range and suppression resistance. Uh-oh. Remember when I said it was anti-melee? It's kind of anti-infantry, I suppose. The Witchblade of Kernus' Ethereal Slash. Just exploded some guards and whacked one of them out. Stomp is baited. Well done. Maybe should have continued to go after that Sentinel there. We have Havocs on the west side for Filianore, and now some Plague Marines with their snaring missile launcher. And a turret did go up. They do have Assault Squad and Tactical Marines with Sergeant to support the turret now. Warlock is level 2, going after the Lord Commissar. Rangers have been caught. Gormagaunt's be running. They do have Adrenal Glands. Warboss with the stomp. That is a big cyborg implant stomp too. Warrior Brood wiped, I think. Yes, they were. It's a good little passage of play by the red team. If they can get rid of this stuff, well, they could get onto the power. Ravana Alpha's persuaded to leave. He's gone for the reinforced chitin. Slows units down when they hit him in melee, which is pretty good. In a radius too, not just the unit that hit him. Warboss goes down. Should get revived though there. Here come the double Banshees. Sentinel taken out, I think, by the Pain Boy. I think it might have been a stray bullet from the shooters. Lord Commissar runs off. He's got the Aura of Discipline. Great support war gear. Also that Power Sword. Banshees versus Catachans. Managed to get the shotgun blast. But need to flee. And they are flooding into the power. Can they get a full bash here? West side is still blue for the Chaos Lord. Uh-oh. Double Markov Zinch CSM. Tons of damage to those Tactical Marines. Needs to use the Assault Squad well. But of course they'll be counter-initiated by the Heretics with the Sparring Champion and the Chaos Lord himself. Not to mention, if they jump the Tactical Marines, they might, the CSM, they might not be jumping the Havocs. Okay, second turret. Sorry, that was the first turret. Went down to a Let the Galaxy Burn. Here's another one. This is very strange by Lukey Boy. Going for some turret plays like it's 2010. It's Got a melter gun. Good damage to all targets from close range. Warlock up for Lindonin. Got a weird boy for Lokyo. And there's that warp vomit onto the ranged blob. Melee stuff gets in there. Sluggers are there though, and they have their knob leader now. He's got a power melee weapon and a decent chunk of hit points, like 400 or something, or 350 I think, just on that single knob model. Barely got away there, the Hormagaunts. Ravener Alpha's alright though. Shotgun blast. And the zap thrown out onto the Catechins. That's from the weird boy. That will jump to other units. That's why they're being kept separated there. And it's allowed to dissipate. Warlock hits level 3. Rangers continue to harass. Looks like he wants to push here, Kapral. Does have a Chimera up, but is alone. The Tyranids are all off the field. Don't think this is a well-advised push. Oh, they put the explosive up on the wreck point there. Doesn't want to use it on a single Warlock. Oh, he does. He does want to use it on a single entity. So the Chimera allows you to reinforce and transport infantry around. And in terms of anti-vehicle, we do have the Banshees X up. Oh, and that's... is that marked target? It is. Lukey Boy's here with a marked target. And a melter gun. And down it goes. I think Lindonin used swift movement there. His global that increases... Yeah, you see it there. Increases the speed of all allied infantry on the field. It's a really good global. Really good in a team game. Has completely left the west side open though, Lukey Boy. And it is being bashed by filianore. So they need to get a full bash here. They need to. And maybe get the VP too. Now who's this down? Oh, the Lord Commissar went down over here. They should get a full bash pretty quickly. Sluggers using their burners and lots of Dakar and stuff. And that melter gun, of course. Get a decap too, fellas. Assault squad should be on that decap. Capillary tower up. They can also smack this down for some red and XP. Maybe. Assault squad do have their sergeant. West side. Chaos Lord is decapping. Didn't decap the wreck point though. We have an autocannon Havoc. It's a very nasty autocannon those guys have. Good damage to all targets with a small area of effect. Getting their natural back as the blue team now. Need to kind of reset themselves. Shotgun scouts getting pretty close, maybe looking for a grenade. Stone Guard veterans up here for Lukey Boy. Can change their ammo to combat all targets. Doesn't look like they've changed it though. Should probably be using Hellfire against the Imperial Guard, although Kraken will be good against the Lord Commissar. Are they going back to the west side now? Looks like the Orks have come over it. But filianore was ready for him. Power Claw Warboss now, level 3, done well. Assault squad jump. In amongst the Imperial Guard and Banshees. Double Banshees, supported by the Autarch, of course, who does have that damage reduction aura. I think it's only range damage. It might not be, though. And they wiped out the Catechins. Kapral got kind of wrecked there. Did not react quickly enough to seeing those Banshees. They are demons. Well, not literally. Level 2, and a level 4 Warlock. Pain Boy turn around as a Chaos Lord there. Weird Boy's forced to retreat. Really keeping up the pressure on this west side is filianore, but how long? Now getting flanked by Lukey Boy. Did get the decap on the wreck and stole the power, so there's not much else they could have done. Just trying to do what they can here before they retreat, I suppose. The autocannon getting some good damage in. Tries to set up again, but that's risky. Yeah, runs away. Uh-oh. What was that went down? That was an assault squad wiped. Very sloppy by Lukey Boy. Jumped them in there, just let them die. Not sure what they were focusing on, but obviously something else. Stone Guard veterans who use their faster capping to get the VP back. We've got to find this tunnel now, fellas. Lindonin is going to jump on it. How many hits does it take from Witchblade of Kurnus? 4? Well, it looks like 5 maybe. 5 hits. 494 to 178. Autarch is idle here. Could have jumped onto that blob and disrupted them. There we go. There it is. Heals the Banshees as well. I think it gives them a little damage buff as well. It's not super clear. Warlock does have the Falchu's wing with enhance. I think that's what we saw on those Banshees there. when their arms were kind of glowing. I think that was it. Banshee Exarch on the way. Oh, there's Enhance. It's the white ring. Not sure what made their arms seem to glow. Maybe that was just the Autarch jump. Yeah, it's the Autarch jump, look. Makes their arms glow blue. Guess that shows you that their damage is buffed. Because look, their arms are stronger. Synapse Aura for damage for the Raffinet Alpha. He's really messing up those Banshees, you know. Autarch has the spear, but it's a power melee spear on the other one of the Banshees. Level 3 Chaos Lord. Got some Stormtroopers. Kapral using Stormtroopers to recover, which is not a bad idea. They're long range, good burst damage. Got grenades. Need to keep them safe, of course. Sluggers are after them. There's Let the Galaxy Burn. And here comes some Guardsmen too. Needs to be very careful here. Lokyo. Looks like they have reacted. Oh, Painboy didn't react. Painboy goes down. Always sad when the Painboy goes down. Lukey Boy now needs to back off. He's got that Refractor Shield. Or Refractor Field, I guess. Uh-oh. Stayed there too long. Missed the Techmarine. Might go down from the damage over time and does go down. That was from the Plague Marine Bolters. They stink. 480 to 145. Stern Guard barely getting away. Lukey Boy needs to work on their unit preservation, let's say. Staying in fights way too long when it's obviously lost. Gotta get out there. Ravena Brood with a Burrow Strike. Helping to finish off the Shooter Boys, and they got it. Well done. Not sure if they were needed. Another burst from these guys might have been enough. 81 hit points from 3 models. Balanced race. Yep. The CSM don't have much less hit points than that, buddy. Just luck that the shots went where they did. Lord Commissar with Flak Jacket for some inspiring terror. What is this? Is this a Venerable Dreadnought? I think it is, you guys. Yes. Unique Walker to the Techmarine. One of my favourite units in the game. I wish he had a ranged weapon option though. Like a multi-melter or something. Maybe that would be too strong with how much health he has, but... Balance is getting the Dark Age of technology already. Did eat a Plague Marine missile, so it's slowed down somewhat, and is taking autocannon hits now. Is Lukey Boy going to lose this guy immediately? Has no support whatsoever. Got the Emperor's Fist. There's the Blessing of the Omnissiah. Global ability of the Techmarine, healing or repairing all friendly units on the map. They're going to try and help out the scouts here. Where's your grenade? There it is. It's a good grenade. Helps to get rid of the Havocs, and here's some support from Lindonin now. Almost level 5. Witchblade of Kernus does the Ethereal Slash in the middle of nowhere, it seems. Oh no, the Venerable Dreadnought's still going to go down because the autocannon's getting shots. Oh, it stopped shooting it. Gets out of the firing arc. Barely survives there. Havocs are fleeing. Maybe? No. Didn't flee enough, fellas. That's a cool sync kill. Filianore talking about turret abuse. That was the worst use of turrets ever. Gifted them to use, not abuse. Venerable Dreadnought is, wow, 20, 50 hit points, level 1, you know. If you want abuse, go to Capital Spire. Back in the old days when we had to play whatever maps were in the retail rotation, you had to get on Capital Spire and fight 15 turrets or something. What people would do is, as soon as they saw Capital Spire come up and enemy Space Marines, they'd switch to Imperial Guard, because you can drop bunkers in front of turrets to block them. That was quite handy. 467 to 61. And here's a Leman Russ now for Kapral. Getting some decent shots in. Lord Commissar's level 4. Messing up some Stern Guard. What do they have to respond to this Leman Russ? Just the aspect of strength. I think the Autarch can swap weapons these days, can't she? Maybe I'm mad. Predator tank on the way for Lukey Boy. Looks like Lokyo's taking some hits along the way, hey? has a Nob squad up though with a Weird Boy, and they can do the Warpath. Yep, Warpath is up. Warboss goes for the natural VP to help cap it. Wartark needs to flee. There she goes. Warboss can take over. I'm sure they had a fascinating conversation there. Chaos Predator for filianore with the Mark of Zinch. And we got a Carnifex up for Cry. Flash kits for Lokyo. Avatar of Cain is up for Lindonin. Predator tank is out. Don't think they got the cat, did they? Maybe they did. It's being retaken anyway. Might have got it for a second or so. Got to node that side as well, fellas. Steel tunnels. Constantly the tunnels on these sides. Human Rush just sitting pretty in the middle. It's a pretty decent map for SDR. One of the reasons it's so freaking popular. Like, seriously, 60 to 70% of all the games I get, I don't mean all the 3v3 games, I mean all the games I get are on SDR Province. I think because it's so simple, basically a giant square. There's no elevation changes whatsoever unless you go to the east side, which aren't even used that much. And it's quite open for tanks and stuff. Just conducive to good games, to long games. Warp Spider's on the way for Lindonin. Some Kasrakin for Kapral. Kapral has recovered well after those heavy losses. Lukey Boy had been a bit too aggressive with this tank here, I think. 2 to 1. Down goes the Predator. Venerable Dreadnought on the warpath, chasing a Leman Russ. Can they get it down? These are real armor hits. 19 hit points. Oh, it's going to get away, you know. They're so close. Warlock is level 6 all of a sudden. Avatar is doing what? He's stepping on the Lord Commissar at the moment. 436 to 23. Nob squad using their frenzy to break out of that suppression from the Barbed Strangler. And red team are pushing really aggressively here. Level 3 Banshees. And these guys are almost level 4. And they are ripping through stuff. You got the passive buffs from the Autark, and the Avatar has passive infantry buffs too, in an aura around it, which is now buffing the Nob squad. That's terrifying. Those guys run away though. Here's your flash kits with their blasters. Weapons that do psychic damage, which is really powerful against heavy and super heavy infantry like these Chaos Space Marines here. Uh-oh. Avatar's going to take massive amounts of damage here. Inferno Bolters do tons of it, but look, they've got path blocked by their own tank. And the zap went in. That might have saved the Avatar then, although has been infiltrated now by the Cloak of Shadows. That helps. Level 7 Warlock. And Ravenous Alpha went down. Triple cap now for the red team. What a hell of a push. Hell of a push. Chaos Lord, level 5, got the Blood Maul. Double Carnifexes for Cry. No upgrade for this fella. They got that. They're getting their VP back, I mean. Do you have your... Of course you do. Haywire is in. I think they lowered the cooldown on the Haywire. Yeah. Man, Warp Spiders are awesome. Eldar just have so much choice in tier 2 when it comes to a ranged squad. But they're all really good. 349 to 18. And since Warp Spiders teleport, maybe require a bit more micro than the others. Techmarine needs to run. Carnifex goes in. Gonna kill him if he's not careful. It's gone for the Thorn back. Did not think Lindonin would go in here, because the Avatar's pretty low, but they're not shooting at it. There's Bloodlust, I think. Yes, Bloodlust up from filianore. Should have been shooting at the Avatar, I think. Drew really good fire there with the Banshees, and look at them go. Able to stay in there a remarkably long time. They both get away. They did. Lindonin did lose their Rangers and Dire Avengers along the way though, but the Banshees are doing amazingly well. Both level 4 now. And the Avatar did get away. So a couple of times filianore should have targeted it a bit better. Might have been able to bring it down. Another Predator tank for Lukey Boy's got a Whirlwind as well. Needs to keep that thing back. Turn formation, helping to disrupt these Orks. But now a Nob squad on the Carnifex. It is a Thornback, so it does have melee resistance. Chaos Lord might be able to get a Sweeping Doom. Oh, that would have been it. That would have been awesome to see, but they retreated just in time. Stern Guard with Vengeance rounds. Can they get it done? Oh, no. Oh, they did. Well done. It's just crashing there. I thought they stopped shooting it. But they stopped shooting because they couldn't shoot it anymore. Crashed all the way into the bunker. Here comes a turret now from Lukey Boy. I think the third one we've seen, maybe the fourth. Red team with 18 VPs remaining. Amazing push by Lindonin with help from Lokyo. And they're right back in this. Somehow. Really good grenade from the Stormtrooper. Was that a Kashyyykin's grenade? That seemed to be thrown insanely far there. Let the Galaxy burn. Pretty good counter for turrets, as you can see. Already half of his hit points are gone. 285 to 18. Doubled cap for the Reds. There's a bunker, a medical bunker. So all of this stuff can reinforce off it and get a little bit of health regen. They're pushing the mid though, the red team. Got some commandos. It's a smart late pick for Lokyo. And dodge that Carnifex charge somehow. Haywire goes in. Warp Spiders switch their targets to infantry and the Tyranids just getting melted there. Warboss charging in with the Power Claw. Angry Bit, so he might literally charging in a second. Going after Carnifex, I think. Here comes Kapral with the assist, but Cry this Crisis just lost almost their entire army. Do they have time to recover here? Tyranids can recover relatively well by getting Carnifexes up. Doesn't help their capping power, of course. And they've got that tier 3 Lictor. Let's not forget that guy. He's awesome. Neuro Throat maybe as well to help damage the knobs and disruption and stuff. Level 6 Lord Commissar taking some damage from Warp Spiders now. There's a Haywire again. Banshee's chasing it, but these are these Fleetness Banshees, so they're not doing a huge amount of damage. Avatar is, and Commando's getting missile hits. Warlock goes for the cap, level 8. I don't think they used Enhance in that fight. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Did they get the Carnifex? It lives. Here comes the Raven Alpha. He's pissed. He's only level 4 though. So much stuff has died. It's always surprising to see the relatively low heroes in a game like this when tons of stuff die. Ouch. Avatar just wiped out some guardsmen. And Warlock gets the cap. You know, what's going on west side? We have a Whirlwind. Looks like the turret was dealt with though. And a big old retreat from Filianore. Yeah, Plague Marines also really good at taking out turrets because they don't slow their fire rate when they are suppressed. They can just stand there and shoot it at maximum range. Still the triple cap, 130 to 18. Comeback, says Lukey Boy, maybe. Now a Seer Council, so the Banshees are going to have insane buffs. Buffs from the Autok, buffs from the Avatar, buffs from the Seer Council constantly. And of course, Cloak of Shadows and Enhance. It's going to be nuts. And the Seer Council themselves will benefit from all those buffs too, because they get their own buff. And they'll get the Autok buff and the Avatar, of course. Eldar can have really, really scary late game melee force if you can keep your Banshees alive. 75-18. Triple cap might be enough here. Just capitulated. Midway through tier 3, the blue team didn't deal with the Banshees. We had no suppression platform from Kapral. Relied on grenades to disrupt them, but it wasn't enough. There was no suppression, and I think they did have a Barb Strangler Carnifex at some point, but it just didn't survive. Maybe should have got another one. Here's a Lictor. Got a decap. Knob Squad going after it again. Kicking off though on blue team's natural. There's a rocket run from Kapral. That was unlucky. Just missed the Eldar army coming in. Only got a little bit of it there, the Seer Council, but they got wrecked by it. Lehman Russ goes down. There's a triple cap again. And I think that's going to be enough. Yes, that's going to be enough. Red team take it with the comeback. And I was double whirlwinds at the end from Lukey Boy. These guys run away again. Lictor was there to help, was a little bit too late. Another turret went up. What was that, 5 or 6? Let's look at these heroes late game. Chaos Lord level 7. We had a level 6 Lord Commissar. Is he just getting ready to execute someone, or did he just do it with the flat jacket there? Inspire Terror. I guess he's not guaranteed to execute the enemy, but he shoots him in the head pretty good. Raven Alpha almost down. Level 5. Level 4 Techmarine. Level 9 Warlock. Did awesomely well. Banshees were amazing too. And a level 5 Warboss with the Power Claw. Just calmly capping the mid there. And there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. It was pretty close. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.